Hello guys, welcome back to the series Loving the Crew, which is based around Crewe Alexandra and trying to get them promoted to the Premier League. So this is effectively a race to the Premier League series, and as you can see here, what we're trying to do is train our youth players. So I don't actually do the training myself. I tend to make sure that I just set all the training up and that I simulate it. The game can be quite tedious if you try and do all of the training itself, so my objective is to really just try and get some of these youth players and try and get any players that are in the team itself who have quite high potential, and try and get them to improve. The youth players are more key, like I said, because they're going to be some of the players that we're mainly going to be focusing on. So you can see here, I'm just trying to figure out who I'm going to be using to train up, and who could be some of my better players for the future, and who can replace certain players in my starting 11. So it's it just seems like with the recruitment that we've done of the youth players, we've got a lot of wide players for some reason. So I don't know actually why we've managed to scout so many wingers, but that can only be a good thing, and we'll be able to weed out who are the better players and who aren't the best players, that we can move forward. But we're just trying to train some of these young players up and try and get them to break into our first team as soon as possible. What you'll often find is that when you do scout some of these young players, a lot of these players will be able to go into the first team straight away if you are a League 2 side. Naturally, if you're a Premier League side, the challenge is a lot more difficult because you have first team level players there, and you're not going to be able to put anybody who's rated 50 to 60 overalls into your starting lineup. So I think it's very much one of those processes that being a League 2 side, it can have its certain positive traits, should I say. But you can see that we're getting offers for some of the players. Lowry we're definitely keeping hold of, because he's banging in goals, it seems like, from midfield, especially in the last game. And here we have our second game against Oldham. Now, this is very crucial for me to be able to pick up points. I need to start winning games. I know the last game against Plymouth was a draw, but this to me was probably the most important game, because you want to get off on the right foot and you want to get 3 points as quickly as possible, just so then you're in the win column, so to say. So the game goes and we're trying to pile on the pressure. We're trying to make sure that we are we're really asserting ourselves in this game. So we get some lovely play here in the midfield. Castro there onto Jones. Jones hits it and it's 1-0. And it's a very, very good long range shot. We have Winsell here to Jones. Jones finishes it, almost goes in to the top corner, but just goes wayward. Oldham come back, and now they're trying to equalise. As you see there, they're pretty much resounded to pop shots at this time, because they're not breaking through my defence. We go forward again. Lowry to Powell. Powell with that pace, and he hits it and just goes wide. So we're having our opportunities and we're just not making them count at the moment. 1-0 is such a very, very cautious scoreline. All I need is one goal to equalise, and there you see it. Again, with the amount of opportunities that we have, we are just not putting the ball in the net. They get an opportunity and put it in, so their conversion rates are so much more better than what ours are. And again, Plymouth scored on the stroke of full time. Oldham scored on the stroke of half time. So it seems to be a bit of a trend going on here that we need to address as quickly as possible. But you can see Powell here puts it into Lowry with the cross, and we get a goalmouth scramble, and the ball eventually goes in. So that is 2-1, and we're really setting ourselves up for 3 points. Again, we're on the back foot and we're struggling to defend. getting into the 70th minute with that 2-1 lead, and we are just, Oldham are piling on the pressure as per normal for a lot of these computer teams, but we are defending very bravely and give away a sloppy goal. All my player needed to do was clear his lines, and he didn't do that. So Oldham get the equaliser, and if you have a look, the way that this guy heads it, how kind of soft the shot is, you know, I was fuming. That's why I had to see the replay and see if Mini UC can do better. But here we come. We want these 3 points. We want to make sure that we get off, that we get these 3 points as quickly as possible. Ainley here to Castro. Castro misses it. Back to Ainley, and it doesn't go in. NG here, our club captain, puts the ball again. Finney there to Ainley. Ainley shoots, and that is it. Full time goes, and it is another draw, a 2-all draw. And I don't know what it is, but we can't buy a win at the moment. Whether it's in pre-season, whether it's in normal, in the regular season, it's just not going well for us at the moment, guys. And you know, that's 2 points on the board, but really it feels like 6 points. 4 points dropped. You know, we're sitting, you know, in the league table 2 points when we should have 6. And you know, as much as the morale we wanna give the, you know, we want to make sure that our players have high morale. Really, if this was in real life, I think I'd be tearing into my players and just talking about how, you know, they need to be doing better, how we need to be closing out games. In real life, when I manage a football team on Saturdays, we would be talking about game management. And put it this way, on FIFA and me controlling the players on FIFA, the game management has been very poor. But you see me here just trying to give the political answers and trying to get my players back up for the next game, which I believe is a Carabao Cup game. So yeah, but it's not good. It's not looking good in the league so far. But hopefully, with some of the youth players coming through, we can get some of these first team players out who shouldn't be there, and then maybe replace them with some of these, you know, more youthful players who can then bring a lot more joy to the team. So yeah, as I said, next game, Carabao Cup against Tranmere Rovers, and you know, 5 minutes in, again trying to assert our dominance here. Finney into Ainley, Finney again. We're just trying to work opens here. So Ainley again, and Porter here. Now Porter was the striker that I used at the start, but for whatever reason, you know, he was playing well, and as you can see there, Ainley gets us a 1-0 lead. So, but I know that 1-0s and 2-1s and anywhere that we let the team back, it's just not good enough. So as you can see here, Porter puts the ball in the net for a 2-0 lead, and this team feels good. You know, I've got my regular players where they tend to play well, but these and this is my reserve team that I put out. And as you can see, they're doing the business, and some of these guys are really staking their claim for you know, to get into that first team slot. Ainley again, so that's his second goal of the game, and we are we're pushing forward, and it's still the first half, so 3-0 and in the first half, and we're cruising, it seems like, to a victory. But we know how this game can be, so we're just trying to stack up the goals as much as possible. And Ainley there with another finish. So sorry, this is his second goal. So we are 4-0 up before half time, and it just goes to show you that, you know, you might need to just try and really work better openings in able to score. Whereas I think in the first few games that I've played, I was trying pot shots, I was trying long shots, I was just trying to get the, you know, score by any means possible. Yet with this performance, what you're seeing is that I'm working my openings very smartly and putting the ball in the back of the net and converting. And we're converting really well. So like I said, 4-0 at half time, and it looks like we're going to come away with the win here. So you know, just a spoiler alert, it stays at 4-0, but you know, for anybody who is who's watching this video, thank you very much for the support. It means a lot. Please feel free to subscribe and like the video. And yeah, just follow me on this journey, because when I'm streaming, I'm actually currently, and I'm not going to spoil things, but I'm currently doing well. Let's put it that way. So please feel free to come and check me out on Twitch. Twitch name is DEC90, and I typically stream, like I said, every night from the UK time of probably 10:30 onwards, probably till about 10:30 to 1 a.m. on my normal streaming pattern. So please feel free to check it out. But see you later, guys, and bye bye.